Akash, is there something that you'd like to bring up?
I think maybe it's time we defend Matt Rife a little bit. Personally.
Okay.
So everybody's shitting on this poor kid.
Okay.
I understand he's a 27-year-old kid who out of nowhere blew the fuck up. Like
Yep.
he was always doing all right, but he blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody's coming for his neck. And it's like now people are just trying to get content off on getting him to respond. Which if I could talk to him, I'd be like, hey buddy, just please don't respond. It's only gonna make things worse.
What do you mean content
Like-
off of?
He'll respond to people making TikToks about him in the comments.
Yeah.
And he'll get emotional about it. And I want to be like, what are you doing? But I also know this is a 27-year-old kid still. He's young. I remember being 27. You're just...
7-year-old man.
Yeah, he's like, but at that level of fame, you're a kid. You know what I mean? At 27, at that level of wealth and fame, you're not mature enough to handle that. That's like, you need to be like in your 30s at least to be able to handle that level of fame with grace. Male, female, don't matter.
Okay, let's just say he's struggling with fame and the criticism that
Yeah, he's
comes
struggling with some of the
regardless
aspects
his
of
age.
fame.
Doesn't matter. Okay,
and other people have struggled way more with drugs and all that shit, but he'll just like respond to comments and then people will start making TikTok content about him responding to comments. Like this one girl, this is a clip that we got sent this morning. This one girl made a comment about how Matt Rife went at my 6-year-old son who's autistic or something, and how dare he? And on the surface, you're like, yo, what the fuck is that? And what happened is this kid had some response to a Matt Rife joke. Matt Rife said something about the planets that was inaccurate.
It was
this
an
kid
astrology
loves,
joke, and the punchline is about rings, basically.
and it's a joke about astrology. And this kid loves outer space, so he corrects Matt Rife in the video, and then goes, "Also, you are mean to women."
Yeah.
And then Matt Rife responds to the TikTok, and this is all on the surface, saying like, hey buddy, Santa Claus isn't real, your mom makes money on OnlyFans, something else that's over the line.
He says your mom buys you your presents using OnlyFans money.
Oh, there it is.
It's funny.
Over the line a little bit because it's a kid and everybody's gonna jump on him, but what everybody's overlooking is this woman posted that video on her own personal page. It's not the kid making a TikTok on his page saying, hey, Matt Rife, you so-and-so. This girl who makes a living on TikTok, so she says, on social media, so she says, is using her kid to make content.
Right.
And then Matt Rife gets, which is her dream, Matt Rife gets...
Telling her kid what to say, too. The kid doesn't know.
Oh, yeah, you think the kid knows Matt Rife is mean to women at 6 years old?
He's actually 6.
She says 6,
Yeah, I mean, that's 2.2 million TikTok followers also.
Wow.
And so now she's just like, now that he responded, that's her dream scenario. Her dream scenario is Matt Rife is really mean to my kid.
Yeah.
And nobody's talking about that part. All these people who are just kind of like hoping to antagonize this guy, this man, to get him to respond so they can make money. It's like, yo, y'all are just as fucked and nobody's talking about you, especially this girl who's pimping her kid out like that. Like you want your kid to get told Santa's not real by some fucking 27-year-old?
Yeah. Why does
So you can get some views?
Why does a 6-year-old have TikTok in the first place? Like that seems crazy.
It's not his TikTok, it's on her page. But she still has him do a video. And then this whole thing she does, I protect my kid's identity. I don't use them for videos. It's a video you posted on your page. Again, I think everybody's in a real hurry to get onto this kid because he's a good-looking white man who got really successful really quickly.
You think it's because he's good-looking,
I
white,
think that's
and
the
male?
baseline.
Or do you think because there's views attached to the criticism of him?
I think people are making content for views. I think the people who are jumping on board the content and all the hate from the people who aren't social media like mavens or whatever, trying to make a living on social media, they're the ones that are like, at a baseline, I'm annoyed by this guy because I feel like he's very privileged. He checks all the boxes of privilege in society. Male, white, good looking.
Yeah, that might be it. I just think that like sometimes pendulums swing. You know, so it's just like a pendulum definitely swung in a direction that, you know, pushed him to superstardom. And I think one of the issues with like getting famous really fast is you don't develop true fans because there's not enough time to develop a true fan. So like when you are building your career for 10 years, those people have probably digested months of content of yours. And I mean by hour per hour. When you like skyrocket in less than a year, these are new people kind of finding out about you, but they might not know who you are. They might not know your totality, but it's this unbelievable ascension And like what we saw with him is probably faster than any comic
Ever.
in history.
I've never seen it.
And it's not just what happens with stand-ups. It can happen with a one-hit wonder, a song. Like people love this song. They don't really know the artist. They don't really know what they're about. They don't really care about the artist. They really love this song. And then they drop more stuff about what they care about. And then people are like, yeah, we didn't really like you. We liked that thing that you did one time. And then they fall apart. It's just easier to cancel. So I think what's happening now is that Matt might not have the same fervor of his fan base to defend him because they haven't had enough time to congeal and really understand who he is. I would imagine like a real Matt Rife fan would look at the things that he's being canceled for and go, this is what he does. This is the type of humor he has. It's like, why are you canceling the guy for saying a joke that's off color? He does this all the time.
Yeah.
But these people that are new to him, that are casual, don't have enough of like a background, if you will. They don't have like a bachelor's degree in Matt enough to know that's who he is. And then the pendulum swings, and then just the online leeches start to jump on and they go, ooh, there's views? Oh, there's views in this guy? I'm putting his name in Google Trends and seeing that a lot of people are clicking. Okay, I'll do my story of the day on him.
Okay, I agree with all that. You don't think some layer of it is he's a good-looking white dude?
Sure, I mean,
I do think that, definitely.
Great jawline.
Great jawline. I think that's some gas on it for sure. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying it's not. I'm
helps
just
cause
saying
things in a certain
there
direction.
are plenty good-looking white dudes. Like Tom Brady is a very good-looking.
You're a good-looking white dude.
Anyway, so like Tom Brady's a good-looking white dude that doesn't get really any criticism.
Yeah, I also think sports is a little different because it is an absolute meritocracy. You win a championship and that can't be denied. And if
So-
you won 7, that can't be denied.
So what would be the championship in comedy, right? He's, the biggest touring comedian right now. He's got a Netflix
So I can
special.
subjectively say I don't think he's good. I can't really,
Do you feel that way?
Matt Rife?
Yeah.
I think Matt Rife is really great at crowd work. I think he's top tier. I think his jokes are good. I'm not like blown away for being blunt, but it's like, okay, that's fine. He's a good comic.
So then maybe what you're describing is the distance between how famous he is and how good he is. And whenever there's a discrepancy there, it's easy for an audience to turn on that individual. For example, it's like we use this Beckham thing all the time. Like David Beckham was fucking awesome at soccer objectively. But he was more famous than guys that were better than him. So soccer purists were like, why the fuck is this guy getting all the credit? Because he's good looking? Because he's white? Because he's male? Fuck that guy. Give the credit to this other guy over here. He's way better. We should be talking about him. He should be on the cover of every magazine. He should be winning the Ballon d'Or or whatever it is every single time. And there becomes this resentment because the success and accolades feel undeserved. And that's a very normal human reaction. This happens all the time when we feel like somebody has achieved something that they don't feel like they deserve. We already hate people that are successful naturally as human beings, but when we feel like the success is undeserved, then we feel really comfortable projecting it. Now, in my opinion, it's like people love what Matt was doing and then want to go see him. You can't be upset at that.
Yeah.
You could be angry as a comic who maybe doesn't have that level of success.
It's not fair to him.
Yeah,
in a
but-
way, it's not fair to David Beckham.
Exactly. It's like there's resentment. I'm sure there's a lot of comics out there that are just angry that this guy is achieving all the success and they've been doing comedy for years and maybe haven't achieved that. And I think there's a lot of resentment and bitterness that comes out and see it. And there's a lot of comics probably celebrating what's happening to Matt right now.
Yeah, and I've known him. We're not like homies by any stretch, but I just knew him a while and out. I think I was the writer the first season he came on. I had kind of left being cast, but I was like, oh, he's a sweet kid. And I still know him to be a sweet kid. So all the hate, I'm just like, what are y'all doing? Why is there's a glee that seems to be happening in his downfall? And I understand a lot of what you're saying. I do think I still stand on that being a percentage of it.
Yeah, I didn't say it wasn't a percentage. Did you think I said it wasn't a percentage?
Yeah, okay.
No, I
If you're
think it's a
acknowledging that, that's what I'm
percentage.
missing, yeah.
I think that like that alone isn't the thing.
Yeah,
because
I don't think that alone is a thing.
tons of, I
Yeah.
think it's the vast minority of it. I think it's just because if, for example, Tom Brady is the exact same situation, only Tom Brady is better than he is white, male, and good looking, so nobody can say shit.
Right.
And I think the one difference here is that some people might go, wow, he's the most famous comedian on the planet, but he's not as good as Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
So what's going on here? Why is he so famous, but he's not as good as Dave Chappelle? Oh, there's a discrepancy. I need to tear that down.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's take a break for a second. It's holidays, okay? It's holidays, and holiday dick need to be good. Why does it need to be good? Because you're with your family. Maybe you're with your wife's family, your girl's family, and they need to know that you're laying it down. They need to hear you. They need to hear the banister. They need to hear the bed backboard slamming against that thin drywall they got between your room and your girl's cousin's room. Simple as that, okay? You're having turkey. I know you got that tryptophan in the system. You're tired. Dick probably slouching, not when you chew it up. Not when you chew it up, chew it out, headboard, smack it against the wall, waking up the whole house, okay? Santa's here, not coming down the chimney, coming in it. Santa's here, all the presents. We got a bag full of them. All the presents. Santa's here, Blue Chew is delivering for you. Same active ingredients inside Cialis or Viagra, but this is the Chew. This is one that we rock with. Simple as that. And you're gonna get it for free. All you gotta do to have the best dick of your life, all you gotta do to have the best dick of your life, and you're gonna get it free, all you gotta do is pay $5 shipping. When you go to bluechew.com, use the promo code FLAGRANT. That is it. You are welcome. No more needs to be said. Let's get back to the show. People do it Taylor Swift.
Yep.
Like you start comparing Taylor to Beyonce and everybody's like, she can't dance, her voice isn't that good. It's like, we're talking about Taylor fucking Swift here.
Yeah.
So we have this need, like Taylor Swift became this like example of white mediocrity. Do you remember this conversation where it was just like, see, white people just inflate these things? And I think after reflection, people start realizing, oh, the show is amazing. She's incredibly talented writing songs and she's a great performer. But there is this need for us to create justice in potentially unjust situations.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I also do think on both sides, hate and love, a racial dynamic does play into it. I think a lot of white women see themselves reflected in Taylor. A lot of black women see themselves the best version of themselves reflected in Beyonce. Yeah. There's like, so that also fuels the love and that can fuel the hate on the other side.
There's no question that like everything, race plays a part in everything. Yeah. I don't think you can find one issue where it doesn't play a part. Right. I'm just saying like, if you could neutralize that denominator, what else would create change?
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's what most people are just like kind of afraid to say.
Yeah.
Most people are afraid to say kind of what you said, which is like, oh, he's more famous than he is incredible.
Yeah.
And that gap creates resentment. And then the moment there's an ability to jump on that, there's an opportunity. Oh, you did an off-color joke, which is like a nothing joke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fuck you. Like, they're waiting. People are like literally chomping at the bits that the bull is stomping in the fucking sand. Like, give me a reason. Give me a fucking reason.
Yeah. I think we can all agree that he's not making it any better by reacting to this.
No, I agree with that. And that's, again, if I could talk to him, I'd be like, buddy, cut it out.
But it's just a mind trip. You go your whole life, you could just like talk shit on the internet, just respond to people in the comments, tweet out whatever, and then all of a sudden within a year, everything you say becomes content and everything you say can be scrutinized and people are making money off it. Like, it just must fuck with your head. You're like, oh, I can't be who I was because now I'm not who I used to be.
And a lot of people,
what I mean? Like now I'm way bigger.
And as you're saying that, my knee-jerk reaction is, yeah, buddy, that's what comes with making however much money you're making. So yeah, there is merit to that. I also just think to get that.
Still uncomfortable. My bunions are acting like I did legs today.
You're sitting down.
Can't. My bunion was hitting the side of the shoe. The shoes weren't made for bunions, bro. This is a different type of shoe. But go on.
I don't remember what I was saying. To be honest. The fuck just happened?
It's my left
disrespectful to his culture,
We get
bro.
comfy in here? Fuck it.
I got work done. I got work done on my foot today. I had to get it, but that bunion is sticking out today.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of wild.
Yeah,
I thought you were a
it's
cowboy.
hurting. No,
I thought you were a real cowboy. Cowboys don't
I
take the
was.
boots off.
I was. But also, cowboys have a
Take them
different.
hooves out.
I mean, we had socks on, so that's fine.
There you
What is
go.
a bunion? Yeah.
We should have
Bunion
done
is
this when we got in the house.
when your big toe points. The knuckle part starts to like point out because you don't have enough flex in it. But
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go.
Holy shit.
Where do you rank these 1 to 10?
oh, god awful. And that's what mine look like. Just absolutely god awful. Oh my lord. And there's a surgery you can do for it, but I ain't doing that shit. But anyway,
I mean, that's gorgeous.
back to this. So yeah, he's going through it. And I just think this is what kind of happens. Like, for example, like anytime Beyonce gets into anything, anytime you brought up Nicki Minaj last night, Taylor, anytime they go through any sort of controversy, if you try to push at them, they have an army of fans that are swinging.
Yeah.
And I think right now, it doesn't feel like Matt has this army of fans swinging for him.
Yeah.
And it's because Taylor, Nicki, and Beyonce built those fans over decades, literally.
Yeah.
Those people have been riding for them for years. It's like a political candidate.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, you are my guy, Bernie Sanders. Whatever you do, I'm defending, you know?
Yeah. And not to say Matt hasn't been grinding for years, but 90%
But
of
the
his
blow
fan
up
base
happened
came
so
up.
So
quickly.
fast. And,
Yeah.
and that's not to say that they might not become those fans.
Yeah.
They might.
Yeah.
And the more they learn about him, the more they feel comfortable with him, the more they believe in what he truly cares about and the message he's trying to put out there and like the art that he's trying to put out there, they might be wanting to defend it. But right now, because it's such a short amount of time, they're like, am I really gonna go all out on the internet to defend this dude that like, I don't even really know him like that.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're a casual, it makes it very easy to be like, oh, yeah, I guess that is fucked up. Yeah, fuck that. Oh, he got whatever. He said that to a 6-year-old. Oh, I guess fuck him.
Like, there's very few things that somebody could tell me you said that would change my opinion of you, because I know you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It would, and even if there was something, I'd be like, he ain't say that. You know, he was joking, like, because I know you so well.
Yeah.
You can't sway my opinion of you.
Yeah.
But if I just met you and then somebody told me you said some shit, I'd be
fair.
like, fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah.
How dare he?
Yeah.
And that's the difference when your fans have been with you a little bit longer time. Now, get them wherever you can. Like I'm not saying Matt should have been like, hey, pump the brakes. I don't want to be too famous.
Yeah.
My man's been doing comedy for 15 years. He's like, this is the opportunity. Run to the fucking top with that shit.
Yeah.
Of course, take it. But this is the cost of it.
Yeah. And that's what you would have to explain to him in terms of responding to comments and shit. Buddy, this is the cost of getting that famous that quickly and selling out Radio City God knows how many times. You just got to eat that.
Low key, if it doesn't affect ticket sales or his happiness or his opportunities, the sort of like the media attention that comes from this could be good. There's a version of this where he's like, oh, when I'm in the news, it just helps everything, good or bad. I'm gonna make fun of the 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Knowing that his mom put him there, and I'm really talking to his mom, and this is a news story.
Yeah.
And this sort of like, version of garnering attention, Kanye does this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You see a lot of these people who play with volatility, and it really works. So there's a version where this helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I think he'll be fine in general.
Yeah.
You're making content about how he attacked your kid while you're using your kid for content. It's just
No, it's corny what people doing, but also like it's corny of comics. Like there are comics that are going to be eating off Matt Rife without even realizing. Like he brought a whole new demographic of people. What?
I had a friend that did a show, and he's like a handsome-ish white dude in the city. He's really funny, and he did a show, and a girl came up to him. She was like,
handsome-ish is kind of a fucked up way to say it.
no, he's a handsome-ish.
You can just call him handsome.
Well, he's Jewish, but he is. He did a show, and then after the show, this girl came up. She's like, "I'm a huge fan. I saw your clip where you did that joke about the kid and the MILF in the audience. I thought it was so funny." And he was like, "Oh, you thought I was Matt Rife?"
Wow.
Like literally, she saw Matt Rife clip and then saw his clip right after and just kind of put them together and was like, "Yeah, I'll go to this." Like she wasn't even know.
That's
she
the
was
thing
funny.
is like what's going to happen is he introduced a whole new demographic of people to stand-up comedy, and then all those people are going to go look for other stand-up comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you try Thai food. You don't only go to that one restaurant. You go to all the Thai restaurants.
And
You're like,
him
I like
doing
Thai food now.
kind of like a flagrant type of jokes tells them all, oh yeah, that's good, that's okay. Flagrant comedy, for lack of a better word, is okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, so a lot of those girls that are watching, or a lot of these new people that are into it, a lot of them are women, they're going to go see other comedy shows. They're going to see your clips.
Yeah.
They're going to see your clips. They're going to see mine. And it's like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
This is a great thing. So a lot of people are going to eat off of it that might be resenting him or jealous of him or bitter.
Yeah.
You want this. You want as many possible people. Russell Peters getting the entire world outside of America to be into comedy.
Yep.
Feeds me, feeds you.
Damn sure fed me.
Feeds, like...
I think comedians always forget that comedy's like kind of niche in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how many comedy fans in the world are there? Like 400 million?
How many people do you know
like,
personally that went to see a stand-up show before you started doing comedy?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Two.
So this is a good thing. It's, I mean, like, I feel like we've done a great job of ushering stand-up into a bunch of different places in the world. They just don't have Netflix where they could watch specials.
Yeah.
But what can they do? They could watch YouTube clips. They could watch YouTube specials. Bro, we went to Moscow and did a fucking show in Moscow, and everybody there had seen all the clips, and they're like, yeah, this is the only thing we could watch. So it's like, we're introducing countries to stand-up comedy, and then everybody eats off of it.
Yeah.
So, hell yeah.
Yeah, I
For
think
sure.
people just need to have the mindset like, yo, we're all on the same team here. You know, like it all helps.
And now
the
there's
form.
no more networks saying here's X number of spots for X number of whatever.
It just helps
We
the
have
whole thing.
24 episodes of this show with this many roles. It's just not
And
the only way to do it anymore.
The more clicks that can be gotten off of you, the more people will make content off of you.
Yeah.
Just like CNN does it with Rogan. CNN does it with Portnoy. It's like,
This is kind of similar, but I was talking to this military dude about like alien shit, and I was like, "What is happening? Why is this in front of Congress?" And he's like, "Everyone eats off it, and no one gets hurt." So he's like, "So these like UFO grifter guys, they get to make money off it." He's like, "The Congress people, they look good. They get their little clips off. They get their sound bites. They look like they're like having fun with this idea. Like the media makes a fuck ton of money off it." He's like, "Everyone eats."
too hot. Go on.
Everyone eats, and no one.
Go on. I had enough.
You can't come up with any more discomfort. You're maxed out on
I had
discomfort
enough.
right
My
now.
bunion's sticking into my hamstring. It's fucking 83 degrees in here. We're paying.
Drinking a coffee.
That's regulated.
It's a hot
That's
coffee.
regulated.
Oh my God, dude.
Unless you have ice in that
regulated.
coffee, how can you
That's
get
Because
too
you
hot?
complain the most about it being too cold.
It's too hot. And when it gets too cold, guess who the fuck I'm gonna complain about?
He's like a medieval prince.
Okay, but go on.
But it's like everyone eats
Hungry.
Isn't it fire?
Yeah, that shit is
That
fire.
shit is fire. Try that shit around the house.
No.
Oh, I do that.
Dude, my girl's trying to do
Dick
this.
dry. Dick dry.
Yeah, I don't think that works, bro.
Milk me.
Mama ain't milky. But dude, my girl's doing this thing where she's trying to like make the room cold before bed. Like she saw this TikTok, some Swedish shit where like they like make the room cold and then you warm up the bed and then you sleep better.
Yeah, they say that you sleep better in the.
So I walked
I like it
upstairs and
cold
she
when
was
I sleep.
freezing.
I like
I like it cold when I sleep.
Frigid,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
You got a mezzanine, bruh.
Yeah, I know.
How you only make the top part cold? Heat rises, G. Like, yo, the whole
all the
apartment
windows.
gonna be. It's gonna be colder down here
the crazy thing.
before you get up there.
We got a heater
Fucked up.
downstairs. We got a space heater downstairs.
Yeah, but the heat rises.
But the heat rises, bro.
But
You
it's got to go through a maze.
stop it.
It does.
Ain't no maze. It's
Nah.
just up.
You got to go through the staircase. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through the winding staircase.
Yo,
Double decker
get
apartment.
outta here. That is crazy.
Double decker apartment.
It's
dude.
literally
you got buckets of ice
impossible.
water just all around the room.
That's what it feels like, bro. It's
Impossible to
fucking-
just make the top part.
When you
Go.
live in the double decker, when you got the upper decky, then yeah, it's the air's got to go all the way around. Come on, dude.
I don't know, bro. It's your little fucking Abraham Lincoln bed.
It's a nook. They call it a nook technically.
Headshots with all due respect.
Like, don't piss on me. Take that back.
That's with all due respect.
Wipe it off.
The headshots.
Wipe it off.
It's with all due respect, the headshots. Okay.
I heard someone say they got JFK recently. You ever heard that?
No.
That's when you get messy head in the back of the car.
Oh shit, that's funny.
That's fire.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yo,
Wait, you guys like
the
that?
JFK.
I thought of it.
What's the what's the street that he was on? What's that called? Or the lawn is right next to it?
the grassy knoll.
The grassy knoll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't.
Let me get that grassy knoll.
Dude, we're overdue for an assassination.
God damn, bro.
What the fuck, dude?
What?